Hey fellas, mrzacnono here, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And this time, it's pirate time. Yo-ho, ahoy, and shiver me timbers. Somebody call up old Johnny Depp Sparrow. We need you again, because we are taking on the pirate campaign in tabs, full of flintlocks, blunderbusses, and cannons. And starting with the first level, X marks the spot. Here we have a bunch of pirates with what looks like flintlock pistols, and we have access to all of the factions that we've taken on before. Renaissance, Dynasty, Viking, Ancient, Medieval, Tribal, and Farmer factions. Now, these guys have flintlock pistols, it looks like, and from what I've... Is there somebody stuck underneath the boards there? There's two flintlock pistols kind of going a little crazy. I hope that doesn't soft lock us. Regardless, these guys have flintlock pistols, and from what I know, they're going to shoot these pistols, then charge us, and then try and punch us. So, we should probably just try and outrange them. We have 1,700. There's 21, 22, including the guy stuck underneath the ship. I mean, I could just throw a bunch of halflings at them and see what happens. So we have a bunch of hobbits charging them in with flintlock pistols. They're charging in. They're going to take a lot of casualties here at the beginning, but not too much. It doesn't look like the flintlock pistols do a crazy amount of damage. So now the hobbits have joined in. They're now parading the men's bodies across the field. So far, it's actually going really well in our favor. They're putting in the work. There goes a flintlock pistol going crazy in the air. Ah, okay, I think there's a guy way far in the back trying to come up. This looks biased towards the hobbits, but this can all change. I can't really tell because they're dragging the bodies. They're getting a hold on the last guy, it looks like. Who's still alive? There is a guy stuck underneath this board. Yep. What the hell? No, it's just a really tiny guy. Do you see this? Where's he at? What the hell? It's a tiny little one. They can't even grab him. What is happening right now? Where is this small pirate at? Let me go in there. Hang on, let me go in the feet. There he is. I'm looking through the feet. This isn't for me. I'm not just looking at the feet for my own purposes. Look, what the hell? It's just a tiny little pirate. I don't even know if they're going to be able to kill him. He's killing them. There's no way. Well, because of this small man, wherever he is. Where's he at? Where's he at in the feet? I don't see him. All I'm seeing is a bunch of hairy feet. There he is. There he is. There's the small man. Just going to be a wash. Yeah, let's just call it here. I don't want to watch more hobbits die. Yeah. Yeah. Let's throw a fencer in there. Why not? We'll just throw a fencer in the back. All right, the hobbits are pushing up. Hopefully there's no very tiny men to kill all the hobbits. Hobbits have pushed up. The wave formation is working. Fencer's doing his work, took out a guy in the back. The bodies are being paraded as this their parade floats. Flintlock shooters are going down left and right. Ooh, good. The fencer's actually coming in just to finish off guys. Kind of sticking the rapier through. Down in the water. They're drowning the men. No. Okay, good. Okay, it's not a small man again, right? No, it's just this guy that's stuck up here. Let's get it from his position. Gets one shot off, gets the other shot off. Doesn't do anything. Hobbits immediately go for him, and he's done for. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, this time, it looks like we're locked to this left side ship, and we're going against a bunch of blunderbusses, which are kind of like shotgunners. And then back here we have some more flintlock shooters. We've got 3,000. Now, I think these blunderbuss guys do tank quite a bit of damage. They've got a lot of health. Maybe spear throwers, but in front of them, a few clubbers to kind of, again, soak up some of the damage. One of you said that I should probably put my ranged units a little bit closer to my melee units. That way so that they actually have a chance to get their shots off, you could say. All right, so the clubbers are going to, of course, take some casualties here. But the spear throwers are getting in their shots. Looks like they're doing quite a bit of damage here. Spear throwers should have a good reload speed. Clubbers are starting to push in. Taking on these guys. Flintlocks are getting off their shots, but the spears are still coming in pretty heavy. Raining down. Clubbers are almost entirely dead. Yep, they're dead now. Now it's just up to the spear throwers to try and hold these guys off. If they don't, they're done for. Spears are coming in pretty good. So far, so good. Only a few blunderbusses left. Look at that. It's just getting stuck into the wooden little lid hat that he has on because they're wearing barrels. All right, one hit in the shoulder. He's eating these spears. I mean, give him credit where credit's due. 2 guys left, it looks like. Or 3? I'm not even sure, because, frankly speaking, this is going far more in the blunderbuss's odds than I'd like. The spears just can't take them out. Good, okay, that's 1 dead at least. Now they should all start focusing on these last few. Good, he's done. 1 last. They missed both of those, point blank. They're missing every... I can't believe this. If they actually lose this, I can't believe it. If they lose this... Beautiful. Alright, now we have a circle that we have to spawn in, and we have a bunch of harpooners. Now, if memory serves me right, the harpooners will shoot out a harpoon and kind of drag in the people that they're facing. I think they also do some melee damage after they've dragged them in, after the heavy amount of damage from the harpoon. I wonder if using samurai, the samurai can block the harpoons. That only makes sense, right? So we've got about 3 to each of these guys. We'll throw in a, I don't know, a hobbit. Where's the hobbits at? Give me a halfling. Halfling's gonna stand in the center or a farming. Can the samurai actually block the harpoon shot? It does look like they can. I saw a few of those harpoons get blocked. And it looks like the samurais have this mopping up, but he just got punted. He's just punting them. So far, it's going, I think, in the samurai's favor, but now there's just 3 left. He blocked that harpoon. Gotta get 1 good hit on him. Nope, he goes punted. He's gone. He's gone as well. He's gone too! Who's still up? That guy right back here. He blocked it. He's currently stuck in the sand. He's blocking the harpoons, though. He's got this guy in an ankle lock. Okay. Might be able to pull this off. Blocking every single harpoon shot, but if this guy gets a kick on him, he's done for. He's locking in that kick. Ugh. Maybe we should just attack 1 at a time. Because it looks like the samurai have to get a hit off before the guy can really, you know, do his kick. They will be able to block the harpoons, and then they can push from harpooner to harpooner as a singular group. So they can at least get those hits in like that. Yeah, it looks like they're taking less casualties this time, because they're able to block every single harpoon for the most part. They'll just go around mopping up each guy. Probably only taking like 1 or 2 casualties here and there. Yeah, it's just mopping them up now. Alright, last guy. Let's go slow-mo for this. Slow-mo. Can he get a shot off, or is he just going to go for a kick? Tries to get a shot off. Gets blocked. Guy comes in with a hit. Gets kicked away. Other samurai comes in. And he's got him. Alright, now we are again stuck to one of these ships. We've got some harpooners, flintlocks, and that seems to be it. Flintlock wood! I'm feeling like samurais are really potent against these flintlocks and harpooners, but maybe we should try something else. Maybe we'll go with some balloon archers in the back, just to do, I don't know, spice it up a little bit. And then in the front, we can see how the brawlers handle this. There's much less of them, but let's just see. Brawlers and balloon archers, this probably is going to favor the pirates, but maybe. Some guys are starting to get thrown up into the air. Looks somewhat equal right now. Not really sure who it's favoring. Harpooners are going to start to take out all of the melee infantry, it looks like. He just got punted. Ooh, yeah, they got him. They've got him. They've got him. If they just keep hitting him with balloons, he will go down. Beautiful. Okay, now we have what looks like a pirate captain, who I'm guessing is just going to kind of work like a lot of these boss units. Do a lot more damage. Looks like he's got a gun and a sword. Some blunderbusses. Flintlocks. These guys, who have grenades. And cannons. Okay. This is kind of a mishmash of everything here. We've got 5,000. Maybe a Hawacha way in the back? That could do something. A Hawacha in the back. Some samurais up front. To again kind of be main infantry. Maybe a monk? Go with maybe 2 snake archers. Let's throw in some farmers. We never really use farmers. They're pretty much fodder, but they'll do at least a bit more damage than like halflings. A little bit of a mishmash here. But let's just see. And the Hawacha's already dead. The cannon took out the Hawacha. Now it's just up to melee units to try and take these guys out. Where is the captain at? Is the captain dead already? Did I miss it? But it doesn't look like it's going to matter. I think these guys are going to go down regardless. And he's probably just going to get 1 shot here and he's going to go down. Yeah. Okay, that didn't really work out too well because the Hawacha immediately got sniped. Could go with some musketeers. Do a line of musketeers across the boat. Just, I know this isn't gonna work, but let's just see what happens. Again, at least it will look very cool with the shots going off. And again, the only issue with the musketeers is the fact that they have such a low reload speed. Yeah, they're just not gonna be able to get another shot off before these guys push in onto them. Starting to take shots onto the Pirate King, but it's just... Oh, nope, they did take him out though. They might have this. I will be astounded if the musketeers are somehow able to pull this off. Blunderbuss is starting to push up. They've got to take out the blunderbuss. He at least gets sent back. The cannon goes down. Blunderbuss and a flintlock down here. Blunderbuss goes down. One last flintlock, and then they will have this in the bag. He's underwater. Hello, I'm under the water. He's gone down. This time we're boarding the ship. We've got to take on their ship. They've got flintlocks, cannons, a good mishmash of everything. A captain, harpooners, pretty much everything. So I think the main assault force should just be a few samurai pushing up these boards. Then let's get some firework archers, just to see what they do. Yeah, throw the mighty Minotaur into there, along with a king. We'll throw a king into that. Good range of melee units for the most part. The Minotaur has already pushed up. He's currently being dragged by the harpooner. I think he's dead already. Nope, he's still up. This is kind of a wash in my favor. Looks like everybody's going down. Minotaur's just punting people across the field. Picking them up, slamming them down. Who's still alive? Looks like just the pirate captain. The king is about to take him on. King versus pirate captain. Beautiful. That was a clean victory. Surrounded. So we're surrounded by all of the troops of the pirate faction and 6,500. Da Vinci tank in the center. Hobbits. Just give me a bunch of hobbits like that. Hobbits and Da Vinci tank. Again, this is a bit of a harebrained idea, but I just kind of want to see what happens. A lot of chaos going on here. Hobbits being harpooned and dragged and then punted. Looks like the Da Vinci tank's gonna probably just go down. I kind of expected this one to fail, but I just wanted to see what would happen. Kind of felt like something Da Vinci tank would excel at, but Da Vinci tank isn't pushing in. I'm not going to personally possess the Da Vinci tank just because I want to see how the AI handles it. Plus, it gives much better shots when I don't, you know, micromanage a lot of these troops. But the Da Vinci tank is taking out the harpooners. Now the issue comes with trying to take out these cannons, because I don't think the Da Vinci tank can aim up. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Cannons are probably just going to wash it. Yeah, is it already dead? Who's still alive? It's not the Da Vinci tank, I just tried to possess it. Who's still up? The Da Vinci tank's sinking in the sand. Anybody over here? Anything around the backside? Nothing around here. Whoa, what the hell? What is this? I think, bomb cannon, secret unlocked. So this is one of those secret units. A lot of you have been telling me that there's secret units, I think, on each of the maps. A bit like how we found the Fantasy Good campaign in the last episode in the Renaissance. There's the Hobbit! There he is! He's trying to take out this cannon. I mean, he's not going to take it out, but maybe. Yeah, this is just kind of sad. We need something to manually take on the harpooners. Samurais are really potent, but I don't want to keep spamming them. Maybe some hoplites. They're pretty strong. We'll go with 4 hoplites on each of the harpooners. Maybe some in the center to kind of take on these guys. Maybe a few spear throwers on the sides. And then one nice unit to go with. Let's go with a chieftain on this right side. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll just throw a few clubbers. Okay. Hoplites push on to the harpooners. They've taken out, it looks like, all of the harpooners. Now it's just on to boarding the individual ships and trying to take them out. Looks like most guys are still up. A lot of the hoplites are still up. They're pushing onto the cannons now. Gonna be taking them out. They've taken out the ones on the other ship. That hoplite just got launched. Yeah, it looks like it's just mopping up these cannons. Then we're completely good. Beautiful. Take it out. There you go. Even more surrounded with people in the center. Traitors. That's what this level is called. And we have 4 blunderbusses in the center where we spawn that are going to immediately start to attack us. And we can't even put anything in the middle of them. Got cannons and then a bunch of flintlocks. What if we put hay balers here? Kind of surrounding the blunderbusses, because these guys will tank a bunch of damage. You know what? I want more halflings bodies strewn across the battlefield. And then hell, we never used the harvest. So we'll throw 3 harvesters there, and then another hobbit. Okay, let's go with this. And immediately a lot of people are dead. Nope, they're not. It's fine. The hay bales immediately mopped up the blunderbusses in the center. Hobbits are swarming the cannons as if they're a horde. The harvest woman has taken out the cannon back there. One final cannon right here. Flintlock just went down. And that was pretty easy. What faction do we not really use? Renaissance. Let's go with Renaissance. Go with a bunch of fencers here. Bunch of fencers. Actually, probably halberds facing the blunderbusses. And then some fencers. And maybe even drop a few of these fencers, actually. And give me some painters. Just to be able to have a bit more bodies on the field. Okay, everybody push in. The cannons will do a crazy amount of damage at the beginning. But it looks far more in our favor this time. Halberds are taking on the blunderbusses. Wiped a few of them out. The back left side is almost completely decimated. Beautiful. Now it's just these cannons left over here, which will pose an issue, and he's engulfed in flames. Okay, I'm being a little bit too fancy. Let's drop the fanciness. Let's go back to a bit more of, you know, old reliable samurais. Give me a bunch of samurais here. And then hell, give me 2 ninjas. Be kind of like off to the left and the right. That'll work. Samurais, ninjas, and then the captain. Ninjas will be able to provide some good support here. Again, that back, like the other side over there, seems to be the last one to be taken out. Blunderbusses are still staying up, but it looks like only a few cannons left. Actually, 1 cannon left and some blunderbusses in this back corner over here. Some of the blunderbusses have ran off down into the sea. They're being chased by the samurai, who are currently trying to kill them. Looks like one of the blunderbusses got lodged underneath, but he's dead now. Now it's just the cannon. Point blank shot here. Got him. Beautiful. Looks like the captain actually fired his little flintlock blunderbuss-esque thing there, and I guess he can shoot multiple times from that. Now we are surrounding them, and we have a mishmash of everything, including in the center, and I believe this is a pirate queen, which I think is just a really, really strong fast melee unit. Defending the queen, yeah, that's the name of the level. So we've got 7,000. What if we just did 7,000 worth of hobbits? That's a lot of hobbits. I just want to watch them, you know, wave over them. Okay, watch the wave engulf them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hobbits. Keep going. It's like a virus. They're parading the pirate queen's body. I really don't know who's going here. People are going up in the air. Looks like it's favoring the pirates. It looks like there's a lot of dead hobbits. A lot of hobbits on the field. They're being thrown up into the air. The pirate queen's just decimating them. Yeah, not many left. Oh, there was multiple pirate kings even. Okay, so 140 hobbits did not work. Okay, let's go with some hoplites. The hoplites definitely worked last time. They worked really well against blunderbusses. Give me a minotaur in the back left. I could go dragon, but I really don't want to go dragon, because dragon is just so cheese, you know what I mean? It'll just decimate and just engulf all of these men into flames. I mean, we could, if all else fails, we can go dragon. More like dragon might. Maybe a monkey king. We could lose a few of these guys and go monkey king. He definitely might work. Let's go monkey king instead of minotaur, and then we will throw, I don't know, some snake archers just to do something. And we'll throw a hoplite back here. Alright, monkey king immediately pushes in. Again, I'm expecting... I really don't know what. I don't know what I'm expecting here. A mishmash of everybody. The pirate queen is going crazy right now. Looks like it's favoring pirate queen and the pirate king. One pirate king's gone down. I don't know. This is somewhat equal. The monkey king's doing his best. Getting those hits in. Again, nope. Monkey king's dead. Now it's up to the snake archers, which unless they can distract him, they're done for. Yep, they're done. Good night. What if we just go with 2 Hawatches back here, and then some monks? 2 Hawatches and monks. Let's just see what happens. Mostly the monks were just hit there. Reload Hawachas. Shots are going out. They've got to just decimate the Pirate Queen right here. She's done at least. That's the first time the Pirate Queen's gone down. It's just the Harpooner left. Hawachas got to get the shots off. Shots are coming in. Beautiful. And now we are using the Pirate faction. Flintlocks to Pirate Queen. Okay, we're going against tribals, a small tribe, but a small, well, not really, a little bit of money. Looks like we've got a good mishmash here of all the tribals. Let's go with some blunderbusses up at the front, just so they can immediately soak out some damage. Behind them, we'll go with some harpooners. Give me 2 harpooners, and then some flintlocks on the left and the right. There we go. Blunderbusses, flintlocks, and harpooners. Harpooners will be able to do some crazy amount of damage when they pull these guys in and kick them, just like that. Took out that chieftain in 1 hit. Yep, now it's just mopping up, it looks like. Stone throwers are doing a good job at repelling them. I think it's a little bit too little too late. Yep, there he goes. Pulled in and punted. Another small tribe, some spear throwers this time. Let's go with some bomb throwers. I really don't know what these guys will do, but let's just throw in some grenadiers. Well, and I know what they're going to do. I mean, it's in the name, but you know what I mean? I don't know how effective they'll be. Again, I feel like 2 harpooners is actually really good. They're very good ranged units. Some blunderbusses up in the front to soak up some of that damage. Okay, grenadiers are getting in their grenades. Bombs go off. They're pretty inaccurate, it looks like. But maybe they might be able to do something. That blunderbuss is pushing up. Got taken out, actually. Now it's on to these guys pushing on to the spear throwers, which is going to be an issue. Because the spear throwers will... That guy was being harpooned and threw a spear and took out that guy while he was being harpooned. Good, he's done. Looks like they have this in the bag. Yeah, they got it. Beautiful. Beautiful countryside. Defend the bridge, 2200. Just some hobbits, pitchforkmen. This guy's currently being impaled. Potion sellers, and then a scarecrow man. I think we almost need 1 harpooner the whole time, because harpooners are just so good. Maybe 2 even. 2, a bunch of, or at least a few blunderbusses do some damage here, and then behind them, some flintlocks. Yeah, let's go with that. The only issue is that I wish actually, I might put the flintlocks a little bit further back. So we're going to have blunderbusses up at the front of the bridge, 2 harpooners, and then some flintlocks towards the far back. That way, at the very least, the flintlocks will get their shots off a little bit later. Now it's just to hope that the harpooners can help these guys mop them up. At the very least, the harpooners are a long-range unit, so maybe they might be able to snipe the potion sellers. That's at least what I'm hoping for. Yep, they've got one of them. Good. Now it's just about taking out these last few guys. Good, there goes another potion seller. Now it's up to taking out the scarecrow. And he's got him that far away? I'm impressed with the range on these guys. Fields, some harvest women, and then some wheelbarrows. No children of the corn. No hobbits hiding in the field. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's go again. Harpooners. I think just harpooners, actually. Frankly speaking, harpooners and then maybe some blunderbusses. Again, maybe a little bit behind them, just like that. There we go. So that by the time the blunderbusses get moving, they'll be right where, you know, the wheelbarrows should be. But it looks like they did fire off their shots a little bit too preemptively. The harvest women are starting to push up. Looks equally matched right now, favoring me. Wheelbarrows are doing a good job at definitely disrupting the line. There he goes. Good. Takes him out. Beautiful, and I think that's going to be it. Nice. And now we are on to the medieval period. You won't make us walk the plank. Well, we're going to have to walk kind of the plank here. 3100, some knights, healers, archers in the back. Again, need at least 2 harpooners to really provide that long distance support. And then we'll go with a cannon. We'll go with 1 cannon right here, right next to the harpooners. Blunderbusses in the front. We'll throw in a few flintlocks. Just 5 flintlocks. There we go. Good. Harpooners harpoon their own guy. Very good job there, harpooners. Beautiful little combo there with the harpooner and the cannon. Harpooner brought him in, cannon wiped him out. That time he missed. Looks like the knight may actually have a chance here to take out these guys. Healers are starting to push up. It looks like the knights are done, but the cannon is dead. Just up to the blunderbusses and the harpooners, but I believe these guys should be able to take them out. Archers are trying, but these guys are all pretty tanky. Beautiful. That was, again, like a harpoon. It's like there's so many cool combos with the harpoon getting them and then the other units finishing them off. Okay, kings united. We've got 3 kings, catapults, archers on the left and the right. Cannon on the left and the right. Maybe a little bit even further back because they've got good range. Some blunderbusses up at the front. Maybe pirate captains. And then some flintlocks. Maybe towards this right side so they immediately push the archers. Kind of do it like this. Can at least decimate one side of them. That might work. Okay, the king is already going to push on these guys. That's not good. Cannons are getting their shots in, at least on the kings. Catapults don't seem to have the distance to be able to take out these guys. Cannons have to help take out the kings here. Missing their shots, though. That's the issue. Good, that's one king dead. That's another king dead. But it looks like the cannons are going to go down. That almost worked. The main issue was my central force in the middle. Maybe just dump the cannons, or dump the pirate kings and just go blunderbusses since they're so very tanky. Put some blunderbusses on this side so at the very least they'll push the archers there. Put one harpooner. Maybe one harpooner right here so he'll just focus on these guys. Maybe a few flintlocks in front of him. Just like that. And a few more blunderbusses in the center. Okay, so far more blunderbusses. A harpooner on the left and the right, and then hopefully these blunderbusses also on the left and the right will be able to take out the catapults so the cannons can, of course, mop up. Yep, both cannons are dead. Now it's just up to taking out the kings. A lot of blunderbusses this time. Cannons are starting to, again, do some good support fire here. Good, one king is dead. And the other king is dead. Almost got knocked on the noggin with the cannonball. Now we've gone on to snakes and horns in the ancient period. And we've got a minotaur in the front, some infantry, and snake archers. Not a lot of points, frankly speaking. Go with a captain in the center. Blunderbusses. Right up front. Let's go with that. Captain and some blunderbusses. Good. So far, so good. It looks like the minotaur's staying in the center this time. Hopefully the harpoon will be able to provide some good support here. Pretty equally matched here, but definitely with the snake archers, that's the issue. It's trying to take out these snake archers. Because they just provide such a nuisance. And it looks like the harpooner is actually hitting the bow instead of hitting the actual unit itself. Cannon is dead. Now it's just up to the Pirate King to hopefully knock out these guys. Got one of them. Gonna take out another one of them, but he's got to push far to take out this last guy. He's got to take out these snakes. Ugh. This is gonna be close. He's fighting the snakes. Pushing forward. Guy's gonna get off one more snake, but I think he's got this. Beautiful. Look at that shot. Look at that snake. Now we're on a massive open field. I haven't had this place before. This is a totally new map to me. This looks like a little like island here. And this is still ancient. Got some shieldmen, hoplites, ballistas, and then Zeus himself. Give me 4 harpooners. Blunderbusses up front. Get a pirate queen right here, and then one flintlock off to this right side. Again, the only issue is going to be the ballistas, mainly. Because the ballistas can easily knock out our pirate queen if they so get hit. As well, Zeus is putting in good work here. Taking out these blunderbusses because they're so grouped together because he does chain damage to all of these guys. But if a harpooner can get him, maybe that might work. Or maybe the pirate queen pushing in. Pirate Queen's going crazy. Both ballistas are still up. Pirate Queen just got hit with a ballista. Now it's up to Harpooner to hopefully take out Zeus. Looks like they may have him. They're chucking him. He's done. Now it's on to knocking out these ballistas right here. Everybody's pushing forward. Gonna get some shots off probably before these guys push forward. Good effort from the ballistas. Took out the right side. What's going on with the blunderbusses here? They seem to not want to move forward. They're stuck. What the hell? It's like, what's going on with the blunderbusses here? They don't want to move forward. It's like the harpoon is blocking him from wanting to move forward. And the harpoons don't do enough damage to take these guys out. I don't know what's happening here. It's like they're glitching out. Okay, that's at least one harpoon done, but... Or one ballista done, but I think it's a little bit too late. Blunderbuss just won't push forward. They've got to push forward. There we go. There we go. One good shot off. Again, maybe. I think these guys will have enough to take it out. Yeah, okay. That was just a very slow ending. Now we're on to the Vikings. A bunch of Valkyries, Jarls, and what looks like Berserkers. 6,100 we've got. Maybe just 2 Pirate Queens and then some Blunderbusses. Maybe that might work. 2 Pirate Queens and some Blunderbusses? I don't know. Maybe this might work because the Pirate Queens can at least do some crazy spinning damage. But I think the Jarls will outmatch them in damage in general. This level's crazy difficult. But, well, no, actually, take that back. Get rid of that. It looks like the Pirate Queens have this in the bag. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Look, oh, look at that. Look at that shot. She's, like, getting a backwards left kick on the Valkyrie, taking it down, while the other Pirate Queen's spinning in the air. And again, this looks like a new map. Again, this is some new map here. We've got arrows and arrows. So we've got some ice archers, berserkers, and ice archers galore more. Again, in the center, I'm feeling pretty confident just to hit them with some cannons. Blunderbusses to the left and right, and then maybe a few more blunderbusses in the center, but a little off a bit, so the cannon can hopefully do some good work here. Cannons will do some good damage to these berserkers, because I think one hit will take them out. A little bit underwhelming right now. Cannons are hopefully knocking out those berserkers. Looks definitely favoring the Vikings right now. Guys are getting taken down. It's just up to the cannons now, it looks like. They've got distance, but I think it's not enough. It's just not enough. Getting shots here, but the ice archers should probably mop them up. Cannon's done. Whoa. Look at that door. Anything beyond that door? Anything in here? Any secrets? Oh, there's a... Bingo! Bingo! Give me the secret. Got it. What do we get? Uller. 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 I kind of was immediately attracted to that, like this like dumbbell looking thing. It looks like an old diving bell. Anything over here? No? What if we just went harpooners? Just purely harpooners. This might work. This might... Well, if they all focused on different guys, that would work. Looks promising thus so far, but the berserkers are doing some good work. They've just got such a high melee damage. Maybe a bit more spacing with the harpooners. That might benefit them. So let's do that again, but with a bit more spacing when it comes to these harpooners. A bit more spacing just across the board. Okay, let's go with something that looks like this. There we go. Bit more spacing, that's the way, so hopefully these guys will focus on different guys. But again, no, they're just focusing on these ones in the center. Or, I mean, they're all centering on a few individual ones, especially on this left side. Right side looks pretty clear, so they should be able to mop up these ice archers right here. Good, but again, they are hitting the bow, so the ice archers are able to get off a few more shots. But they have taken out the left side ice archers. Now it's about trying to mop up these brawlers and the remaining ice archers. So far, looks Looks like they have a chance here. Good. Only one brawler left. He's done. Now it's just up to taking out the ice archers. Got to get their shots off. They've got to close that range, get those shots off. Good. A few of them are going down. Again, the more that goes down, the less effective they will be. Good. Beautiful. That's it. Dunzo. On to the dynasty level. Got some monks. What looks like a Monkey King, ninjas, samurais. Just a mishmash of everything. What if we just go 2 pirate queens? 2 pirate queens and then a few flintlocks to support. Or actually a harpooner to support in the back. And a blunderbuss. So 2 pirate queens, a blunderbuss, and a harpooner. Harpooner will at least do some kind of damage back here when he can get those hits in. When he can drag them in. There we go, okay. Looks like the Monkey King just fell down the center. That's pretty advantageous for us right now. Looks favoring us. Pirate Queens are putting in the work. Yeah, they got him. They got him. Bombs go off. He falls down. He's stuck right now. And he punts him. Another one. Watch out for the hole. We are stuck in the center. We've got a bunch of firework archers, monks, ninjas, and that seems to be about it. Okay, 7,100. So I'm feeling like again outmatching them. So if we get at least a few here, could get 2 pirate queens actually. A pirate queen here and a pirate queen here. Pirate queen down here in the top, while the musketeers, or the flintlocks, immediately decimated the firework archers. Now they're going to come in to support the pirate queens and their work to take out these monks and these ninjas. Looks favoring us pretty heavily. Good. She's decimated this side. Just got to blow up this one ninja. He goes down. One guy down here, and we are done for. Let's see if we can find the secret unit that's on this map. If I was going to hide a secret unit, where would I hide it? Maybe in the top here? No. Wait, I heard something. Oh, bingo! There it is. There it is. Got it. Sensei. So this is like an upgraded version of, I think, the ninja. And now we are on to the Renaissance period. Painters, balloon archers, and then 2 jousters. Second wave charge. Just harpooners in the back, some flintlocks up front to do some good distraction. Get some good shots off. Completely decimate the painters up front. Harpoons are starting to go off. Hopefully gonna hit these jousters. That's the goal here, but it doesn't look like it's able to do enough. Jousters are just so strong. Do a lot of damage here, but it looks like they got them. Now it's up to the harpooners to hopefully take out the balloon archers before they lift them off into the air. Good, taking out a few there. But I think it might be too little too late. Pulling in a few of them. Kicks. Got 4 versus 3 harpooners here. Again, the more harpooners there are, the less effective the balloon archers do. And he's got him. Beautiful. And now that we found the other secret unit, I want to see if we can find this one. No. Ah, so this is where some of the units can be spawned up here, and these little rafters, and they can actually fight through these halls, and then down into here. Something on this boat? No. Nothing on the outside of this level. Probably something on top. There is somebody up here. There is a person way up in the sky up here, above the map. And this is the ballooner. This is the guy that we actually faced during the Renaissance campaign in the last video. So we'll have access to him now. Kind of makes sense that he's up here. Yep, there he is. Alright, now we have boom, and the units go down. So fencers, halberds, and then muskets in the back. Again, I'm feeling like the strat to keep at least 2 harpoons in the back will work out pretty well. Some blunderbusses up front, and let's throw a captain actually. Throw him right there. Good. He'll be able to get a shot off. Very nice. Harpooners are starting to go in. Hopefully they get some good snipes here. They are taking out the halberds, it looks like. And then it will just be mopping up the musketeers in the back, which shouldn't be pretty hard. There he goes. Just drag down that one halberd right there. He's also swinging him around. And now it's just pushing onto the musketeers, and they will go down. Nope. Somebody still up? No, okay, they're not. Yeah, okay, now it's just mopping up these guys. He got taken out mid-harpoon. It does look like the Pirate King went down at some point. Probably taking on a halberd. One guy left. And he's done. Beautiful combo. And that is it. Yarg, the pirate campaign. That is it. Well, that is the pirate campaign. I really actually enjoyed this campaign. This is probably my favorite campaign I've done thus far. It felt like I could have a little bit of like an overpowered run, but also at some levels felt pretty fair. Like I didn't think any were kind of like BS, I would say. And some new cool maps and new cool secret units that we found. And so I will probably go back through a lot of these levels once we find them in other campaigns and find the secret units that we haven't found yet. Specifically, I think in the pirate one, or I'm not sure, maybe in the tribal one. There's a few that we've definitely have missed. So we'll go back through and find those as we're going through the other campaigns. But that was all. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the pirate campaign. And thank you to my members, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.